stuck in a downward spiral for what seems like an eternity. Troubled Android phone maker HTC has been actively diversifying its portfolio this year. Sure, there was the mandatory One M9 flagship, as well as a bunch of Desire mid-rangers, but we've also seen some more or less unexpected entrants, such as the HTC One M9 Plus. Ah, an M9 in a supersized form, you might think. Not exactly. The M9 Plus is slightly bigger than the M9, but not really big enough to call it a phablet. At the same time, it bumps some of the specs up, like the resolution, but also turns things down in other areas, such as the chipset. It's really difficult to determine the exact position of the One M9 Plus relative to the M9, which is why we won't even try. Let's just review it for what it is. Design. During the last year or so, we've gotten used to associating the word plus with phablet, but this is not the case with the HTC One M9 Plus. It's a big handset, we'll give it that, but with a display size of 5.2 inches, it stays safely within the phone realm, and far enough from anything approaching a mini tablet. Typically for HTC, though, the phone is a bit larger than average considering its screen size, due to the generous upper and lower bezels, where the stereo speakers are housed, along with some other goodies. The One M9 Plus also happens to be thicker than the average iPhone or Galaxy, which gives it a very substantial, solid appearance. Traditionally strong in the build quality department, HTC is delivering yet another phone that's very well put together, albeit a bit top-heavy. The smooth, brushed metal backplate feels good in the hand, and tends to be just a tad less slippery than the average metal smartphone, due to its very smooth, polished finish. It's still definitely on the slippery side, though, so it should be handled with care. Unexpectedly, the front panels covering the speakers are actually made of plastic, not metal, but that doesn't really stand in the way of the classy feel. Interestingly, HTC has equipped the M9 Plus with a fingerprint scanner, which is situated on the lower bezel, right below the display and mandatory HTC logo. As a result, the bottom speaker grille has been split in two, making for a less symmetrical, less thoughtful kind of look. Overall, the One M9 Plus bears the marks of HTC's signature design language, but we wouldn't necessarily say that it's as attractive as the One smartphones we've already seen. Build quality is pretty high, though the power and volume keys could have been a bit clickier.